Welcome back to the channel, folks, boys and girls. This is Blastbox TV, and I got another little quick rant, but it might turn into a Blastbox series. But let's go into it. Recently, WWE has been in the news, main events, and he banned his quote-unquote wrestlers, independent contractors, unquote, from being on other sites, being on third-party sites like TikTok, Cameo, YouTube, Twitch, stuff like that. And from what I'm hearing from all these sites, which I don't take their word for, but you gotta have some proof somewhere, even if it's wrong, that this wasn't even an issue until somebody leaked it online, which is funny because when you hear all about these leaks, it's always the WWE's getting stuff leaked. You never hear this about AEW, Impact, or any of this stuff. It's always the WWE, and it tells me that WWE doesn't have it's not running a tight ship right now, or lately since the dirt sheet's been around, because people are just leaking stuff every which way. And pretty much this is like a snowball effect of many things that the company has been failing to do since WCW and ECW in our business, and their ability to create new stars. I was gonna make this new star topic a different video, but who cares? I'm gonna put this in with the blast box. But yeah, since Rock and all of them became big stars, Triple H, I wouldn't call him a star. I'll just say he's just a glorified mid-carder. They have failed to make new wrestlers, new stars and stuff, because Vince does not want want the wrestlers bigger than the brand. But the thing is, Vince is always making stupid choices that affect the brand. And when you do certain things that piss off some of the wrestlers, occasionally somebody who is not considered a star might go to another company and get big, and guess what? You out of a star that you have for a few years or so. And the thing is, you can't blame that wrestler, because Vince lately has been going back and forth on everything. 1 minute thinks it's fine, 5 minutes later, oh no, he got to change everything, scrap it. And the thing is, Vince hired all of these people. It was his final choice. It was his problem. So when people say these writers are bad, guess what? They might be bad, but Vince hired them. He's the final say to fire and to hire. So when people say, it's just the creative team, no, it's Vince too, because it starts at the top and works way down to the bottom. They can't make new stars because the stars they did make, guess what? They left. And you know what? I don't blame them. The Rock left. Hogan kept coming back because he knew he couldn't do anything else. Cena left, but he's decent when it comes to moves, but he's not on the level as The Rock, because Rock you can take as a real action hero. Cena's just a cartoon character in real life. Roddy Piper, Macho Man Randy Savage. This is pretty much like, since Vince want to compare it to Disney, this is like Star Wars under Disney's banner. There's so many people who work Star Wars movies that they're not branching out to do other things. They're being content. They're being lazy. Daisy Ridley, she's not getting new roles. You know why? Because she sat back and waited on the Star Wars movies. She didn't go out and make her own content. She sat back and was like, oh, I'm just going to get the Star Wars movie. Now, the Star Wars movies are doing bad. Look at her now. She can't find roles unless you want to be on the B list or the C list. That's why guys like Harrison Ford, he left and did other stuff, so he didn't get typecast as one character. And that's what most of these wrestlers are in WWE. They're one character. You give them one good character, oh, that's it. Then years down the line, they have to change. Oh, I can't change. It's because all of them are getting too comfortable where they're at. They're not trying to adapt. They're not trying to do new things. And if they are, 100% chance, I think they're lying. Or they're just saying to stay face. If you want to try new things, you know what? You need to leave the comfort zone and do other things. But Vince I don't know what is wrong with Vince right now. He's just doing stupid stuff. You're banning people, and he's trying to say, we own your name, we own your stuff. Vince does not own somebody's real name. Vince only owns their character's name. He only owns their likeness when it comes to like video game and marketing purposes. You do not own somebody's real name or life. Now, if people have not getting it yet, which I as I'm saying, Vince is getting to that point where he's getting that slave owner mentality, that plantation mentality, that mostly old white guys get at a certain age, and Vince is starting to show it. Many people I don't see it, or they want to say, but it's WWE, that won't happen to everybody. Guess what? Now it's happening to everybody. Look at it. He's banning everybody from trying to make extra money for himself. He's ending live events with that's most of the money that some of these wrestlers get their money from, because that's sad money and stuff like that. And it's just, I don't know what the heck is going on, man. It's like Vince is not understanding that you don't own somebody's real name or somebody's body. That's what happened with Rusev, real name Miro. He got in hot trouble because he decided to cut his hair on his own time. So when you get to this point where you're just a body to them, because you look at how many people they release like annually, sometimes over like 10 or 20. So why would you get the impression that, it won't happen to you? Guess what? Vince is fickle. He changes his mind every 5 minutes. 1 minute he can like you like Ricochet. Next minute, 5 minutes later, I don't like Ricochet. Look at Ricochet now on Main Event. But Ricochet wanted to go to WWE so badly that he went to play Prince Puma, then he went to New Japan and all this stuff. Now look at him. Look at him. And like I've been saying about Ricochet and all these other people that, I'm sorry to say, don't have that it factor that WWE is looking for. And believe me, there's plenty of other companies out there that you don't need an it factor to be on top. You just need a good character, talk decently, have good wrestling matches, and just don't piss off management. WWE, you can have almost all that stuff, and you still won't get nowhere. You have to be an ass kisser like Seth Rollins. And you gotta be like, I think Seth is the only one I can think of that's an ass kisser who come out repeatedly trying to bash people. But look at all the content they're doing. Look from the Attitude to now. Look at how many times women have been the subject of some kind of story, whether it's a WWE wrestler or a fan. Which does not mean indications that female fans are getting in trouble, but it's mostly female wrestlers who can harass, stalked, almost killed, and yet Vince still have them on TV in little skimpy outfits just to please his ego. I promise you, if Sonya Deville, if she got killed, God happy she did not, Vince would not care. Vince would do a little eulogy on TV. This is something, blah, blah, blah. Then he'll move on. Vince does not really care for his employees. The one he only cares for are the old people. The Undertaker, the Mark Henrys and stuff like that. Mark Henry is a shield and ass kisser too. And Booker T. But at the same time, those guys earn their dues. These young people, they haven't. They have not earned that dues or being Vince's friend, quote unquote. Because in these type of business, you can't be friends with the owner. because they only can be just as fickle as he's showing Vince is. But people are not listening, and people are just getting mad. And the thing is, I've been saying this for the past few weeks. I've been putting online, and I've been saying this verbally for the past few years. These wrestlers who sign these contracts with Vince really need to look through this contracts, because if they just sign these contracts just like video gamers just playing a game like, oh, I see the policies, blah, 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 and turn around and get mad and stuff like that, which I can do it too, but at the same time, on the platform I use, I make sure my stuff is heavily protected. These wrestlers, they don't do that. These wrestlers like, oh, it's Vince. I can just go over there and I can be one of the big stars. And it's like, one, you need to reevaluate yourself. One, are you too tiny and small like Ricochet or Adam Cole? That's a knock against you. Can you speak clearly on the mic and hold like a good promo? If you can't, that's held against you. Can you speak clear English? If you cannot, that's held against you. Those three things right there is the reason why some of the talent on the roster are being held back. Anywhere else, you will never see this, because one, everywhere else, they don't require you to be on the microphone all the time. Two, they don't care about your size, because Impact, for the longest time, they give titles to people, put titles on people who are small, but yet they still show their heart and dedication. And three, most of the people who I watch in other companies, that's mostly English, they speak other language, Spanish, Mandarin, all this stuff. They still get over, because it's not always about talking. It's always about showing in the ring. But Vince does not see that. WWE fans do not see that. And if people are still clamoring to see Vince and all this stuff, guess what? You just stupid. It started in 2018 when people are posting pictures of half arenas, and people want to get on Impact. Oh, Impact can't sell out arenas. Yeah, they've been struggling for past few years, trying to sell out arenas, trying to sell out venues. Now what happened? Now, even before the pandemic, they was really having a hard time filling out. Now they got to do virtual reality, virtual fans, whatever. That's the only way they can have fans. Because once they come back, guess what? It's going to be the same thing as before. Half-ass seats, half-ass arenas, and Vince going to try to do all these things to make his company look good. But I'm unbiased. I'm just telling you what I see, and my opinion is I'm the same way when it comes to Impact. When they need to get bigger arenas and not bigger venues to book, they're not doing it. So I'm just on Impact, just on MLW, New Japan, AEW, and all of that. So if you haven't learned anything from this, I'm sorry, but I'm just telling you the honest facts and the honest truth. If you can't understand it, keep being a mark, smart, whatever you want to call it. And for me, I'm only a mark for wrestlers. I'm not a mark for a company. So this is Blastbox TV. Stay out of the burn radius. You might just get burned.